The highs never stay high as long as people think, and the lows never stay low as long as people think. Things work in cycles, folks. It's never too slow forever. It's never too busy forever. It's the way things flow. It's consumer behavior, human behavior, just the way that things work. There is absolutely no denying that it has been slower now for at least a few weeks. And if you look at it and you say, why? Think about the data. Last week, mortgage applications hit a 25-year low. Purchase applications hit a 25-year low that week. Why? Well, we had 2 weeks in a row of a horrible stock market, and then the hurricane essentially wiped out purchase applications in the state of Florida because that's where it hit. So will it stay like this? No. The highs never stay high forever. The lows never stay low forever. One of the most interesting things that I find that's going on in the market that I actually pay better attention to than all the noisy things. You know, noisy things are stock market and, you know, the news. Pay close attention to homes listed. If I look at the state of Massachusetts, we are at 10 weeks in a row of less homes listed than the identical week the year before, back to 2014. We normally keep our data, if you look at it, marealestateupdates.com, we normally have 4 years of data on there. I asked our marketing people, I said, can you go back to further? I want to go back to 2010, 2005. Yesterday, they got it back to 2014. This 10-week period is the lowest amount of homes listed during that exact 10 weeks in several years. I don't know how many years. We're going to figure that out. I'm going to have that information for you within a week or two. That's what you have to pay attention to. That's a key indicator. One of our best right here, AJ Bruce. Say good morning. Say good morning. That's what you have to pay better attention to, because those are indicators of as what's to come. That is also why, as annoying as that is as a realtor, to see that many less homes listed, there is a positive side of that, because there's no denying demand is down, right? Demand to buy a home is down. There are less buyers. There's some buyers that went into hibernation. There's a little bit of a lack of motivation going on out there, which is actually understandable after 20 months of a complete frenzy, right? But stay with me here. If there are less homes listed, what happens? We don't end up with an oversupply. If we end up with an oversupply, that's how prices start collapsing. So, you know, there's some pros and cons to the various data points here. Now, by the way, I just mentioned Massachusetts. I'm obviously not there now. I'm in Aruba at our President's Club trip. But I wanted to talk to you about all this because I'm, you know, in a position here for this week that I'm having the chance to talk to literally our top realtors across the company. And we're having discussions about, you know, informal discussions at the pool and stuff. You know, what's going on out there, what's going on with buyers. Now, another interesting thing that I'm hearing is suddenly in the last 10 days, despite the stock market and everything else, buyers have seemed to come out a lot stronger. Now, as strong as it was a year ago? No. I'm not going to try to claim that. But stronger than it's been for about 3-4 weeks. So why is that? Well, what a lot of buyers are saying is, I want to get in before rates go up even more. Bingo! Finally, when rates went first up in June, go back in my videos, scroll back on Crush It, all the way back to June, and you will see, I was saying, rates are going to continue to go higher. Then we get into August and they dipped a bit, and people were like, oh, maybe they're going to come back down. Oh, we were certain they weren't going to come back down. Our one of my top advisors, research person, Jerry Bourgeois, he said at the time, he goes, it's like we're in the eye of the hurricane in August. He goes, it ain't going to last. I said, I agree with you, because we watch what the Fed does, we watch bond markets, we watch everything. So now rates are right around 7%. Yesterday they went over 7%. And I think that they'll bounce around that. But by the time we get to next spring, I think we're going to be pushing 8%. Okay? You need to be conveying that to your buyers. And if they buy, great. And if they don't, they don't. But you need to be the information source and let them know what is going on and what you expect. In the early summer, when rates first started going up, we heard a lot of buyers saying, I'm not paying this rate. I'll just wait till rates come back down. Well, that didn't really work out for them. I mean, they settled a little bit in the month of August, but there was no real rate reduction. Oh no, it's going to rain on me. There was no real, true, sustained rate reduction. So we've got some things going on here in the market. Obviously, it's finding its equilibrium. But there are still buyers that will buy. There are still sellers that will sell. You just have to find them. And you have to educate them on what the hell's going on. We're seeing a lot of sellers that are pricing their homes like it's last year. And we're seeing buyers act like it's '08. Fun business, isn't it? Right? The emotions, the pride, all these things. I mean, we had a property earlier in the week that I heard about because it was from my sphere, and I had sent it off to one of our realtors, obviously. And this property, they had 5 offers. A couple over asking. The seller says, nope, not taking them. I'm not taking them. Raw. Yeah, okay. How's that going to work out, right? So we're going to see some of that. That's what goes on. So for those of you that have been in the business 3 or 4 years, you're going to see behaviors now out of sellers that you haven't seen, that you have not seen before. And that's why you need to be in touch. You need to be educating so that you can decrease the amount of buyers and sellers that you fight with. Because believe me, there's going to be some fights. There's going to be some unreasonable sellers. It's just the way it is. It's the nature of the business. Us realtors, we get more credit than we deserve when homes sell fast. Let me be honest. Do we? Yes. Come on. Definitely get more credit than we deserve. But we also get more blame than we deserve when homes don't sell. It's just the nature of the business. So that's all, folks. Remember, never stays too busy too long or as long as people think. Never stays too slow for as long as people think. I expect that between now and the end of the year, we're going to see some lackadaisical behavior out of consumers. We're seeing it in all segments. Brother runs a family landscaping business, and he's like, we're not getting as many jobs. People are more picky. They're more slow. I talk to people in the car industry. All of a sudden, they're starting to get some